so it's a fresh week. Lovely. I had bank holiday off as well, so now I'm chasing the week, but I did need that time to recharge the old batteries. So what have I got to do this week? I've got plenty to do this week. I have the 2 Fabias back. The Megane is going in tomorrow, apparently, to get its paintwork done. I've got an Astra automatic that I need to start making movements on. I've also been getting an Astra in as well, potentially trying to do something with it. It is a bit worse for wear. I'm not going to tell you any fibs. And what else? Oh, I've got the Dacia Sandero back from getting it sill welded up, which is just around this corner here. So this is the 101, good history. It's had a patch down there. He's basically left it looking like that because I said I'm going to paint it, so he's left that like that. What else is there? I feel like I'm missing something. I don't know, it'll come to me. Yeah, Megane on charge. I'm going to start, because it's here, doing the Fabia estate, get that valeted up and get that looking shiny and sparkly. I suppose I could probably just turn you around and we'll have a look and see what we've got. So, 1 Astra, undecided, that's the Astra automatic. Got the Megane, we've got the Fabia just behind there, and what we're going to do is we're going to act like that is not there. Because yes, it's my Touran. We'll get to that at some point, alright? Don't go asking questions about it. I'm trying to make decisions on it, but things just keep getting in the way. At the end of the day, things that make money have got to take priority, so it's just gonna, it's moved, alright? Get off my back. Yeah, other than that, busy start to the week. Obviously you're chasing it because I've lost a day, but it was a day that was needed just to kind of refresh myself and kind of give me a bit of vigour back, because I was getting a bit tuckered out, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not exactly a healthy guy, so running around like a blue ass fly isn't good for you when you're the size I am. So yeah, anyway, I'm waffling. I'm going to get cracked on. The Fabia estate, I need to get that started with. Right then, so Fabia number 1 is done, dusted. I don't know what's going on here. I'll give that a wipe down, never mind. But yeah, Fabia number 1 is done. Looking sharp as it'll ever be. Quite clean car, obviously. Sometimes you just got to accept that they are what they are, haven't you? You can't make everyone perfect. As much as I do try my best, it does have its odd marks here and there, but it's got nearly 127,000 miles on it. So you've just got to be setting your standards correctly. It's come up really nice and clean. I've had to clean the seat a little bit. That needs to dry properly. I've had the mats out, gave them a good clean, they were black rotten. And then in the back, again, just wanted a good old clean. This car has definitely been used as somebody's grafter. But as you can see in here, the boot now looks absolutely sparkling. These boots are like IKEA furniture. Obviously you've got the blind, and then these just pop out as easy as that, and then they never go back in. There you go. So I've had all them out. It's even got the little basket, which the other Fabia doesn't have, which is a shame, but it's not the end of the world. But yeah, really nice, really happy with how this one's come out. As I said, perfect, No. I do need to still do bits like tyre shine. Just need to let the tyres dry up a bit. It's a cool day today, it's been raining, so I can't even get them out to get them photographed at the minute. So that one done, on with the other one at the minute. Just on the inside. Again, all I need to do is finish the mats out, things like that. Come up really nice little car this. I really am happy with it. And I still can't believe this one's actually worth less than the other one with less mileage. And this one's got full history as well. But there, look at the boot, really nice. Obviously missing the little basket. And this one's the one that's been in the body shop and had quite a bit of paint work done. My usual viewers will know it's had this bumper corner. It went into the arch a little bit, but Neil's absolutely knocked it out of the park with the whole job, to be honest with you. So I know it's wet, but you can't see any sort of lines of where he's done. And then if we go around to this side, it's had this bumper corner. Again, cracking job. He's really impressed me with this one. And then it's also had this bumper corner done, which again, I'll be honest, if it wasn't for the fact that all the water's ran off where it's been done, you wouldn't have known where it's been, because obviously where it's been getting wet, you can see where obviously this bit's been polished and then this bit hasn't. So the water's not ran off this bit, where it's ran off this bit. So if it wasn't for that, honestly, wouldn't even know where it's been done. It has done a cracking job. So again, serviced, MOT'd. It's had, I know it's had disc and pads. It's had a drop link of some description, a top mount, I do believe. Other than that, not too bad. The Fabias estate was exactly as I said it would be. Front disc and pads, some new bulbs for the daytime running lights. The back brakes, I do believe everything's been replaced. So it's had new cables, new shoes, new drums. Not 100% on whether the brake cylinders have been changed, but hey, if they're still good, they're still good. But yeah, everything's brand new on the back, everything brand new on the front end. It's had a drop link and an oil and filter change as well. So this one's got history up to 60,000, and then it drops off a little bit. 2 keys, recommended retail 26.50. I'm going to 2495 it, because with 127 on it, for me, it just looks a bit dear. I'm going to shoot myself in the foot, but the 2495, I still feel, because of this one, it just seems a dear car anyway. It is better spec. It is obviously an estate. Them things do make a difference, you can say, but they're contradicting themselves, aren't they, really, together, because they're both almost identical. So that at $22.95 looks a cheap car to me. It's with the mileage that's on it, with the history that is with it, whereas it makes this one look expensive. This one's probably going to hang around until this one's gone. I'll be surprised if this one sells first. But at the end of the day, dealers unfortunately don't dictate values. Everywhere I've checked says that the value for that one is right. And then the Megane obviously is being charged up. That's going to get its bumper corner painted. I have drove this a little bit. Obviously you spend all that money on it, you might as well at least take it home. Cracking car, for a 1.6 petrol, not bad on fuel. I was getting 35 out of it, which I don't think is too bad. Obviously, coming back from Newcastle on the motorway, it did, I think it was 42 or 43. So for what it is, it's not too bad economically. Obviously, if you want, economy is important to you, you get a diesel one. I'll be honest, if this was a diesel, I'd be half tempted to keep it. Yeah, £265 the road tax on that, which is a shame. I don't know where they've pulled that number from for it, but yeah, it is a shame. It is probably going to hurt it a little bit in terms of finding it a new home, but it'll find a home, won't it, surely. 2195, that one's going up for, it's a 2013 on 62, 105,000 miles on it, 2 keys. Can't remember what its service history is like, but obviously look at it now, it's had its wheels changed and everything. It looks fantastic. Other than that, obviously I've had a look at that. I'm not doing anything with that, so that's going away. That's going back to where it came from. But yeah, been a miserable day today. I wanted to get these cars done and photographed, but I've kind of been held back by the weather. Obviously, I don't want to clean them up, take them out and get black rotten before I get to my photo spot. So I'm just kind of having to keep this one inside while the weather's bad. I'm going to make a start on this one. Yeah. I think that'll do it for a Monday. It's been a quiet one today. I'm kind of grateful for that in a sense, because it's allowed me just to get cracked on and get my bits done and dusted. Obviously it's school holidays, so it is probably going to be a little bit quieter as well. Don't know how that works. People obviously, rather than going shopping for cars, take the kids out and take them places and things like that. So yeah, quiet day, but I've been grateful for it. So then, I've got the 2 Fabias done. Now, I know I keep saying about this estate one looking so much more expensive than the other one, and it appears that the world kind of agrees with me, because I've just, before I list them, I always double check the values, and that estate one has dropped from 2,650 to 2,366 recommended retail, which is quite a big drop actually. So that car will now be going up for 2,295. It's not great, obviously losing out on the money, but it needs to be done. Right then, so decision has been made. Yeah, 2 run. Quite simply, it's Ghost, as expected. I'll attach a picture below of what I found when I took the crank pulley off. So yeah, not good. So what basically has happened is, as far as I can tell, the auxiliary belt's failed for whatever reason. Now, it didn't actually look in bad nick for what was left of it. So when I've been having it stripped down, I've noticed bolts are missing and things like that. So I don't know whether something's been loose, catching it, and it's just gave up, and then it's wrapped around the crank. It made it jump about 5 teeth, which again isn't good. Tried to get them lined back up. And basically I got the crank lined up to where it should be, and separately I ended up getting the cam and the fuel pump lined up to where they should be. But when it came to line up the crank, it wasn't lining up. So what I had to do was I had to release the belt, get the crank lined up, and I tried to get the cam lined up. And it'll go one way, lock up, you'll turn it the other way, you'll hear the valves pop, and then you keep going a bit more and it'll lock up. So basically, either the exhaust or the intake valves are absolutely goosed. So they're either they're either bent and not working as they should, or all the rockers are smashed, and chances are the valves are probably a little bit bent as well, which again isn't very good. So surmise that probably the best option would be an engine replacement, which, doing quick maths, looking on eBay, just assuming what somebody would pay, would probably be about 1,500 quid. And then he's getting it through an MOT as well. So I know for a fact it's got a knock on the driver's side front. It's got a door mechanism that doesn't unlock with the rest of the car, so it wants a new door mech. And it's probably going to want 4 tyres, and then it's probably, now it's been stood for ages, it's going to want at least the brakes stripping and cleaning. It'd look alright, but you're going to want to do stuff, and then you've got to hope and pray that stuff like coil springs haven't snapped while it's being stood. You know, just stupid stuff like stuff that I've missed. So you're going to be at least spending £500 to get that car through an MOT, and then you've got to service it and everything like that as well. And then you've got to hope that it doesn't go wrong. And let's be fair, it's a VW, it's also a DSG. Just by using the old blinkers, I can tell you, whoever has worked on that car in the past needs to get the spanners, put them down. They need to stop. Because literally everything I have done so far on that car is literally been fixing other people's bodges. The bonnet got painted, they never painted the underside, it rotted out. The driver's side wing, that rotted out, had no arch liner in it. And potentially the timing belt giving up, again, somebody else could be at fault for that, whoever did that in the past. The back arch being bodged up there, things like that. And then there's other stuff, little niggly bits as well, which is, it's a shame. And again, because for one, automatic, 2 7-seater, and then I've got to hope that it's still worth £4,000, because I haven't checked recently. Yeah, so what the plan is to ask about, see if anybody wants to buy it, and then, you know, because for me, you're going to be spending £2,000 just to get that thing on the road, and then you've got to hope that it doesn't go wrong, because again, VW, DSG, not exactly known to be the best, and then VW's not exactly known, although they are known for being reliable, they're not, let me put it that way. I mean, like, let's say, do all this, EGR goes wrong, you're looking £600 to £800 just to get that fixed. DPF could go wrong, you're looking again £600 to £800. You know, a turbo goes wrong, you know, the gearbox, if that gearbox starts playing up, then you basically refunding the customer. So it could, by the time you spend £2,000 on getting it roadworthy, it could then start nibbling away, and then next thing you know, you spend £7,000 on it. So as it stands, probably going to be losing about 2.5 for doing nothing, whereas I can do an absolute low to it and lose £2,000. So it's weighing up them options. For me, I'd rather eat that extra £500 and do nothing. And then we're talking that's a minimum. That's if it doesn't go wrong, which for that car more than likely will go wrong. So it's just at the end of the day, a reputation is priceless. If I sell somebody that car and it just does nothing but go wrong, and then or they take it to their garage and they see things have been bodged up that have been nothing to do with me, they'll just go, it was him, this guy here, when it wasn't. So a reputation is priceless. It could take one car like that just to absolutely obliterate everything that I have worked 2 years to try and achieve. So for me, that's the way it's got to be. So there you go. So now you just don't have to ask about it anymore. You leave me alone. So I could be making the wrong decision, I could be making the right decision. For me, I'm making the right decision, and that's the main thing. Now I know, because the last time I put a video out about the 2 ran, people were like, well, you should always change timing belts. Oh no, you should make sure they're always changed. It had been changed. just not very well apparently. The plan was, once it was prepped, to start thinking about, you know, does it need doing again? Potentially, potentially not, who knows. But hey ho. At the end of the day, it wasn't actually the timing belt that failed, it was the auxiliary belt that failed. So that is why when you get your timing belt changed, always change the auxiliary belt. Every time I did a timing belt on a car, I went to the lad behind the desk, there's an auxiliary belt, I need one. Even if it wasn't that old, even if it was like less than a year old, if it still looked good, just for the sake of 10-15 quid, always put one on. So there's a little lesson for you in the future. When you get your timing belt done, or you go to a garage, just say, is that including the auxiliary belt? If not, say, I'll have one of them put on as well. Because you could spend £400 or £500 getting your timing belt done, and then in 2 months later your auxiliary belt could go whoop, and then you go start you. So be sensible. Right then, so this morning made a poor financial decision. As always, I shouldn't have grown up money. But hey ho, what we're going to do is we're going to go and pick it up. Made a purchase from BCA. What I might do is I might just tease you with it, because it's a doozy. Just make sure my shutter shuts something. It's a doozy. Is it a good doozy? Highly doubt it. But got my trade plate, got my mic, got my keys, got my wallet. Oh dear. What are you going to do, eh? So, suppose I best elaborate just a little bit. I have just had to go on my BC app and check some of these details because I didn't have a clue. So, what is it? I'm not telling you, but it's a 3.6 litre V6 with 103,000 miles on the clock. Road tax is a eye-watering £760 for the year. What else? It's got awful wheels on it. Silver. There's only one other one available for sale in the country. Probably for good reason. What else can I tell you? It's an automatic. Don't know whether it has service history. And also, apparently, according to the reports, the engine is knocking. Now, I always take them reports with a pinch of salt because of the type of car it is. It could just be, it's a little bit old school, so it could be just a little bit tick, 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 you know. It's got a space saver on the front. Don't know whether he knew me or not. Not a clue. Other than actually telling you what it is, which I might not do until next week. Or I might just put a video on it. I don't know. It's exciting, isn't it? Not even close. Right then, so the mystery car got me back. Did quite well. It is a little bit poorly. The engine isn't knocking. It wants a timing chain on it, basically. Now, you can get them find on AutoDoc for £276, I think it was. The issue is going to be finding somebody to do it. That is the issue. There is a garage that I know locally that are quite known for not turning down awkward jobs, so they could be worth a try. It does have issues. Another issue, I went to get a tyre put on it because it's driving on a space saver, and the alloy wheels cracked. Now the alloy wheels are god awful. So I'm a bit stuck as to what to do, in a sense. Now I will give you some more information on it as well, so we're not all doom and gloom. So as I said, it's a 3.6 litre V6 petrol. It's obviously chain driven, as you now know. 0 to 60, when it's fit and healthy, 6.5 seconds. It has 255 brake horsepower, and I think, if memory serves me correctly, that is 263-ish pounds of torque, getting a whopping 14 miles to the gallon. So it's not one that looks after your bank account. No idea why I bought it. Absolutely no idea. I could say that with great confidence now. Not a clue why I bought it. If I'm being honest with you, I was sat on the loo. It came up. I was bidding away. Just passing the time. Apologies if that's too much information for you. I like it because it's an oddball. Now, I will be putting a video out on this. When? I do not know. I will be doing another video with the TopDon, actually, because this car is an oddball. Finding diagnostic computers to do stuff on it would be difficult. And I've also just gave you a little bit as well. Diagnostic computer. So it's not old. It's a 2007, if you want to be precise. It is well equipped. I personally guarantee you, I will never see another one again. Probably with good reason. But hey ho. It's fun, innit? You got to enjoy yourself. I popped around the garage to see how my Clio's getting. I said, look, if I was buying Fabias and Clios and Micras and them sort of things all the time, the job I get bored. I maybe just pushed it a little bit buying the Alpha. It'll be fine. Anyway, as always, thank you so much for watching, you lovely people. All the usual links will be in the description down below. You'll find it all from my Facebook page, things like that. All the usuals. And I will catch you on the next one.